Over the course of my career, I had the privilege of working all over San Diego and kind of seeing, front row seat what was good and what was bad about how the city does things, and I think we can do better.
Aaron Brennan is a retired firefighter and Navy reservist. He says he wants to focus on increasing the number of police officers and fire stations in San Diego and repaving streets.
Take a drive around just about any part of San Diego and you feel like you need a Humvee in lots of parts of the city.
While housing affordability often gets the most attention at City Hall, Brennan says District 1 has other things to worry about.
Hardly anybody in District 1 is suffering from a housing affordability issue. It's the highest median price of a home by district easily. And so for the voters of District 1, they're not as concerned about it from a personal standpoint. They are concerned about, you're going to build affordable housing, where are you going to build it?
Brennan says neighborhoods with access to mass transit, like University City and Sorrento Valley, are good places to start adding density.
And I've watched us here in San Diego chase our tails around a bunch of side issues for a long time, such as spending 20 years arguing about football teams, while our roads don't get paved and people end up homeless.
Will Moore is a small business attorney. We meet him at UCSD, where he says thousands of talented students are ready to leave San Diego because it's too expensive.
When we start telling our best and brightest college students who come here from all over the country to attend college here that they can't stay, then we are crippling our future as a city and as a region. And the parents in this district are painfully aware that that's the problem their kids are facing because their kids tell them every day.
Another top issue for Moore is climate change, which he says is a serious threat to District 1's low-lying coastal neighborhoods like La Jolla Shores.
The most important thing we can probably do on climate is move people from out of town, where they have 2-hour commutes from Temecula, to live here in San Diego close to where they work, because those commutes make up a full half of our carbon emissions in this city.
I've got a 5.5-month-old little daughter. I want to make sure we leave this place better than how we found it for the next generation.
Farid Puentes, who goes by H, recently led a project to create Connect All, a startup accelerator in southeast San Diego for low to moderate income and minority entrepreneurs. He says that's the kind of leadership he would bring to city government.
So I've been a champion in this city for inclusive economic growth, and that is an example of how we thought differently, thought creatively. We were able to build consensus around the idea between what was happening up here on the Mesa and the innovation that's happening, and bring that down south of the 8.
Puentes says he also wants to focus on modernizing the city's technology.
Look at our performance and analytics department, give our chief data officer a little bit more teeth, and so that we're much more responsive to what citizens need.
No other candidate has the breadth and depth of experience that I have.
Joe LaCava is a civil engineer by trade and a longtime activist on civic issues. Housing is one of his top issues, and he says the city is doing some things right.
The devil is in the details, but I think generally making it a little bit easier, a little bit less expensive to build housing is what we need to do to support the home building industry, because ultimately they're the ones that produce the majority of the homes. The concern that I have is that we're not really addressing the needs of the folks that are at the moderate income or the lower income.
LaCava says he has a track record of building coalitions and bringing people together on divisive issues like growth and development.
What I've demonstrated over the years is the ability to bring people from different sides, not to polarize the conversation, but to bring people together, not point fingers or point blame to any individual group or stakeholder, but to say we're all San Diegans. We need to do this for the benefit of San Diegans today and the San Diegans of the future.
District 1 will have the most candidates of any other race on the city ballot. Only the top 2 finishers in March will make it through to the general election on November 3rd. Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.